Alright, the element of fire. And what's up, everybody? Yep, I'm back. Devin-Foxy Remastered here today. We're gonna do part 4. Let's do it, baby. And I'm excited to do part 4 of once again Mortal Kombat Sub-Zero. So anyways, I'm Devin-Foxy Remastered, and once again we are gonna be finally getting near to Shinnok's Fortress. So, this will be technically the most interesting thing we're gonna do, which, oh yeah, it's gonna have a word with a meaning that's gonna be related to, I think it'll be Bihan and then Raiden with their first meet. That's gonna probably yet again effort to probably be, so, yeah. Yep. Again, my lips are going to be a little bit hard to communicate anyway since I was in movies, so yeah. The only movie I was watching is Malona 2 exactly. That's what I was watching, the second movie. Just in case if anybody does or doesn't know, I actually was back from the movie theater, so I decided again to say is that, how about we just do part 4 for the sake of doing part 4 of this? And then I'll probably still continue to explain at the very end, so yeah. Anyways, let's get on with the fight. Ouch! Frick you. Bruh, I mean, I gotta say, this guy is not a Shaolin monk. Like, I think most of likely some of them are the Never Realm ones that are pretty much the one working for Shinnok and Quan Chi. Yeah, take that. Once again, here I come. How about this and that and that? Oh, you think you're really fast? Well, I'm gonna get you again. Man, what are you, Cabal from the Black Dragon? I'm seriously hoping to say if that wasn't the Black Dragon. Like, bruh, it's been a while for me to mention that anyway. Like, good lord, that's pretty much been mentioned almost once or different times about it. That I just never considered even speaking about that again. Oh boy, gotta stay away from death traps. That the floor is pretty much on fire. After all, we're getting the next element that is fire, like literally like the third one that is pretty much fire. So yeah, it's gonna probably like be the whole entire thing while we get to the next one of Shinnok, which, oh man, these are gonna be the most interesting comebacks we're gonna ever probably do, I guess. Just kind of for the sake of it. Even though we might be a little bit near to this or not, but we'll still continue on, keep going, even if it's remained to be short. So anyway, let's just climb down the rope. Oh yeah, still fire. Once again, those remain to be on fire. Ow. Yeah, get back on the rope. Fall back down. Yes. Okay. I'll be taking that. It's pretty cool when I run like that. That's actually pretty mentionably pretty good. And get back on my rope. And, oh, what am I doing? There we go. Just run, run, and run. Okay, jump, 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 jump. Okay, climb again. Nope. Now then. Ooh, this one's a death trap. I certainly don't want to fall down there. Well, I probably lose half of the lives I have. The only good question is, how do I get even 10 lives anyway in this game? That would be a very good question if I were to get like 10 lives though. Literally 10. Oh, yeah, that's a big amount of fire. Ah, dang it, I just got hit. I gotta use a herb. There we go. Perfect. Climb up. Oh, dang it. Dang it. Oh god. No, no, no. Alright, come on man, let's go. Yes! Take that. Big kick to the face. Alright then, let's continue on the walk and get all the way to the fire element. That way I'll play more of my instant time of going after Shinnok and Quan Chi, if that remains necessary already. Which it probably may, and may will be again, for me being correct. Freeze. Take this. Oh no. Hey, how about that? Ouch. Don't you dare mess with Behan. I would be barely beating the heck out of you. Yeah, you won't want to mess with the ice, because I'll freeze your souls away. Right on the Nether Realm. Come on, freeze. Oh man, I never seen how that happened. Like, bro, this guy was freaking teleporting. Which, again, that is so weird. Like, I've never seen a character who runs fast. Like, what is this? Cabal? Like, what is, we're seeing Cabal again? Like, literally the only time there's a speedster. Like, the only one who's a runner in this game. Or pretty much any numbers that Cabal's ever been shown to be in. Which really, again, hopefully it doesn't surprise me. Oh boy. Yep, fire. Of course there's gonna be fire. Uh-oh. And get it back in there. How about this? Ouch. No, you don't. Haha, I just got a new ability. Yes. Okay, now run. Gotta run on myself back. There should be a fire monster around here in these around these places. That there should be a fire monster protecting something. Very quietly again interesting though. A fire monster. Let's see where this goes. Checkpoints. Alright, made it through the checkpoint. Open this, and now I get to run. Yep, that's right. Come on and get me, sucker. I'm sure that is don't even happen. Oh damn, I get to go for the top level. What the? Hey, what are you, freaking Cabal? Stop running like that, or even teleporting like Reptile as well. Like, what is this? Half Reptile and half Cabal? Bruh, that is just crazy. Like, I just seriously don't even know how. Like, a guy who could literally just basically run at the same time with that. Oh yeah, finally, Ice Slide. There we go. Oh yes, here we go guys, we're fighting a fire monster. Definitely a fire monster. Or a fire warrior, that isn't pretty much related to Scorpion though. How about this? And I seriously want to know how I'm going to learn this. What about that? Uh-oh. Yeah, get slide from the ice trick. I'm barely using ice slides. Let's go. Oh no you don't. Oh, come on, I'm getting on fire. Ow. Ice slide. Oh, you missed me. Oh, come on. Yeah, come here, you want some of this? Yeah, you want that? Come on. Ooh, yeah, that's right. Oh, come on. Bruh. That's bruh. Uh-oh. Oh, goodness. Haha, gotcha. Yeah, how about this? I'm gonna trick you for many times. Let's go. Get tricked? You get tricked again. Yeah, that's right. I'm showing you who's the boss here in these towns. Or should I say, the Netherrealm town of hell. I guess. Crap. Nuh-uh. Man, I'm just learning kicks every time when I'm getting this guy. Uh-oh. I'm probably wasting a bit of health at 9 health, I guess. Or literally like 9 lives, I guess. You be thinking you'd be teleporting again? Well, I don't think so. Uh-oh. I gotta heal. I gotta instantly heal that quick. Come on, give me 8 lives. Or should I say, come on, give me something to heal. No, I got him! Yes! Pow! That was easy. I thought I was gonna go for 8, but that's fine. Yeah. Looks like it's gonna be mine to get something over here. Alright. Guess I'm probably going up the stairs. Ooh, that is scary. Wow, that is fire. That is really big fire that I had ever seen right there. The amulet. What?
The amulet. I have Shimek's amulet.
Whose amulet?
He is my
Wait, what?
deity, ruler of the Netherrealm, and soon destroyer of
sucker.
your Earthrealm.
What are you talking about?
This amulet, it is the King Shinnok's power as an Elder God. When returned to him, He will regain his powers and be freed from the confines
cannot
of
believe
the
this.
Netherrealm.
I thought Shao Kahn was the...
Shao Kahn is nothing but a peasant ruler of a long-dead realm. Shinnok is the destroyer of all realms, including Khan's outworld.
I
Destroyer of
cannot
all
believe
realms.
this.
You are insane. That amulet isn't worth the bronze it's molded from.
Believe what you will, Sub-Zero. Goodbye, Ninja.
Wow. I'm just wow. You freaking kidding me? Really, Quan Chi? You seriously such a snake? Oh crap, we get to see Raiden.
Do you realize what you've done?
I was just earning my living.
Your clan's ignorance and greed will cost this entire realm. You'll now have to set things straight.
Says
Quan Chi
you.
could simply be a lunatic sorcerer. I never heard of an elder god named Shinnok, or of a place called the Netherrealm.
You better start believing in both, because you're going to the Netherrealm, and you're going to bring back the amulet. We must act quickly.
Man, this is the reason why I would hate Raiden.
You are reality's only hope.
I'll do it, Thunder God. Only because I don't have a choice.
Then stand back. This is a portal into the Netherrealm. Once through, follow Quan Chi, and try to get the amulet before he gets to Shinnok. I also have this advice. Beware the Brothers of the Shadow. The Netherrealm is a place for lost souls. If you fail, your soul will join theirs, as well as all the souls in this entire realm.
Oh, I gotta say I've already hated Raiden or Quan Chi at the nevertheless for that. Ooh, the next objective. Okay, escape from the prison of souls. Well, I can still manage that. Well, guess this is going to be one hell of an interesting conundrum for that. Man, I seriously cannot freaking believe that Quan Chi is a snake. Literally, a freaking snake. Like, you freaking kidding me? What an absolute snake. Like, come on, you really had to do that, bruh. Like, you had to stole the amulet before I had to go and get it. Bruh. And of course, Raiden had to be a complete ass almost of the time, because again, I still have no wondering against surprise for that at all. Ha! You get squished by that hammer. And man, speaking of Shao Kahn, wow, I thought Shao Kahn was going to go for the amulet, but it turns out it's going to just be Shinnok for that. I mean, we're going to see a second surprise out of that. Just having Shinnok for out of another return for that. I'm wondering to see who's even better. Like, again, who do I think who's better of being leader? Is it, Shao Kahn or Shinnok? Well, the only thing I could be applying to is just Shao Kahn. Like, why do I think that? Well, the reason why I think that is because I think it's kind of interesting that I'm saying that Shao Kahn is kind of a bit better than Shinnok. Which, that's what I'm going to probably say anyway, since, like, yeah, who's probably been better? I think it's been more of Shao Kahn than Shinnok. Apparently to be in complete, fully in general in that reason. Anyway, speaking of that, I gotta get back in that fight. Yeah, freeze! Don't think I'll be lucky to get you this time, buddy. Freeze. Oh yeah. And I'm lucky to even go near to the prison of souls. After what I actually apparently do the stopping of the video, that's when we might save up for, like, going to fight my guy Scorpion, which is probably not gonna go good again for a rematch. So, yeah, that will probably look good. So, that's probably when we're gonna save up the next time. Anyway, let's continue what we're doing right now. What the? Oh, dang! Oh, ow! Come on, man. Great. Now we get to see this cutscene.
Don't bother worrying about escape.
Who are you?
I am a dead man.
Yeah.
Somehow you have retained your mortality, which would mean you are vulnerable to death. I am Scorpion. You killed me in cold blood.
I had no choice.
You could have let me live.
Then I would be the dead.
Exactly, you could have.
Family would still be alive.
What?
It wasn't enough to kill me. You had to destroy every last remnant of my being, including my wife and child.
Yeah.
Quan Chi is responsible for their deaths.
Words will not save you. Lin Kuei, warrior.
Oh, let's go. Man, let's freaking go. So, anyway, all I gotta say is this. That, well, looks like, of course, it's gonna be Bihan versus my guy Scorpion again for a rematch. Which, oh man, we're gonna see what Part 5 is gonna hold anyway. Since the reason I already did hold that, the reason why I hold it for Part 5 to be next somewhere later is because I decided to go on and say, is like, how about if we just go on with the amulet thing? Just going after that fire monster after all. Since apparently the fire monster was the fire monster. Since either way or either choice that, well, I had to go and decide and say is that, how about if we just go on and see what Quan Chi really was intending to have his own idea to be completely overtly being evil. And then of course he had to be one hell of a snake or pretty much just be a wannabe sorcerer that is still made to be the sorcerer that tries to steal the amulet. Because I mean, isn't it completely obvious? Like, isn't that completely obvious that he stole the amulet? Again, like one time before. Like one time I'm seeing this in this cutscene. That I'm seeing is like, wow, Quan Chi must be going on his way to steal the amulet for that kind of absolute answer. Like, I thought he was going to give this Shao Kahn, which I thought he was going to probably do that in this story, but it turns out it's going to just be remain to be Shinnok. Man, I'm gonna be sure to fight an Elder God. Which, I mean, it's never surprised me anyway when it was an MK4. Like, oh, trust me, when I was Scorpion, I pound him very hard when I did that. Like, trust me. Shinnok was just freaking weak. Like, seriously, he was literally that weak. I mean, even if it wasn't close to being weak, but I'd still say Shao Kahn had been more superior than Shinnok. Which that's what I'd kind of say into the matter of the fact that who I'd say who completely was better was absolutely Shao Kahn. Being complete better because he'd smacked Shinnok's head complete out with that hammer. Big hammer to smack him out. Which that's exactly what I was talking about. So if you guys enjoyed this video, once again in part 4, I am Devin-Foxy Remastered here, and I gotta say, is that this was a very interesting video that I had ever had a thought and to say this for some quite of time now, that this was interesting. Even though I might have to bring back a few little bit of parts before getting back to the same cutscene again, which that's probably what I would be zipped from whenever that's starting to play. Which, seriously, I love the Scorpion vibe. Still, I've always liked that. And I'm gonna say, since when did my guy Scorpion showed up? And I'm like, okay, that tells me it was recently fair by seeing that option. Like, who to figure? Like, go figure. Like, absolutely go figure. And then, oh man, I have to say Raiden, he's just literally the one who complained on pretty much Bihan for saying it's like, do you realize what you have done? Bruh, are you freaking kidding me? Quan Chi was just there. You could have stopped his ass a minute ago. Like, bruh. Pardon me. Again, pardon me. I just went to the movies. That's just probably it why I was hiccuping. But, yep, hiccup. And then, as in for like Moana 2 movie, oh yes, it was still amazing. And I can't believe they still even have the last same person that was The Rock, known as like the Johnson. Like, I gotta say, nice. Which I have to say, the second movie went pretty better as I expected than the first, which had a little bit of a different vibe from that too. So, if anybody's actually watching that sequel, then I recommend you go watch that sequel. If, like I said, it'll probably remain to be there or not so much to be. But, yeah, that's just why I kind of got back. So, as in for now, guys, I hope to say once again that Part 5, we're going to see what Part 5 is going to be in hold for that, since, like, I did make my decision already and decided fully was just leave it here at Scorpion and then Bihan since that's going to probably be the next issue that will be taken on to be part 5 to be next. And after all, I do say after once this is completely done of doing Sub-Zero's game, then I'm switching it on back to being Scorpion or Hanzo Asashi, just being as the Yellow Ninja. Which, man, I gotta say, I still kind of better, helpfully say again, Quan had been better than Bihan, so yeah, you're gonna keep hearing from me for a few amount of times by me saying not otherwise. So, again, just skip it through if you don't like hearing it. So, that's just all I want to talk about. And oh, speaking of what I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to be mentioning about some kind of feature that I'm actually going to probably go on into the explain with the feature that I just saw my mention on my on my YouTube studios. That well, I never know that there was a thing called having like another something that I just didn't even knew. So before I read all of it, then that's when we're going to continue to probably still keep talking and talking before I kind of wrap things up. Since let's just make it a little bit kind of long to make this video for some part of time now in part 4. So let's just see what we got. Even though I probably am recommending again that I'm going to probably be looking at. So yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. So, here's what this is probably is right here. So it's called Inspiration. So, Inspiration is a new feature on YouTube, and I'm like, huh, I never heard of that name before. I haven't really heard of that name before. I mean, it's kind of a cool name, which I kind of will consider giving that as a thumbs up for a bit for that. So, yeah, this is showing me like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or maybe like a few amount of ideas of brainstorming. So, yeah, let's just take a look and see what this goes, and then I might have to see which ones might be good in considering to see. Which, yeah, this, like I said, I'll actually give some thumbs up or thumbs down exactly. That's just what I might probably say. And yeah, I might have to try to like keep on like doing that for a minute since like I have to find like which ones are perfect. So yeah, it's gonna probably be perfect anyway. So, anyways, let's just go on through the detail with the explore and the brainstorm video ideas. So I gotta say, with the video ideas are pretty good, very good for brainstorming ideas. Even though it's kind of a bit different and particular to be different with that, so let's just go ahead and take a look what that is. So, man, I gotta literally keep finding some different ones that are actually a little bit common. I just want to like find things that are a little common. That way, I'll actually express what I might talk about through anyway while reading it. So, yeah, as I probably would say that I might have put some disagrees or a little bit of agreeing to some point of the time. But let's just take a look on the first one. The first one says Devin-Foxy plays Among Us with viewers. Well, here's my question. The answer kind of remains no. The reason why I'm going to say no is because I'm going to actually give it a thumb down, because I actually am saying that's kind of false. You know what I mean? I'm going to give it sometimes to say helpful or something wrong, then that's when I'm going to have to thumb up or thumb down on some other points that I might actually say that might be corrected to incorrect, which I'm just kind of flipping the flip. So I'm going to kind of say is something wrong. Yes, I'm just kind of thumbing that down. And then yes, I'll still read the whole thing while doing that, which I might have to explain through anyway with it. So here's the first one what this says. So the first one says, setting the stage. Introduce Devin-Foxy and the excitement of playing Among Us with viewers. Explain the game's, whatever. And the thrill of deception. Briefly highlight the importance of teamwork and communication. So, Yeah, that's probably the first one I'm reading, but there's going to probably be some parts that I might have to scroll down and just look because, I just want to see how okay or different this is. Which, again, it's not going to tell me I'm not going to play Among Us. No. Again, I just am not going to do Among Us because, like I said again, I still will not do Among Us, and that's final. Even though the game is going to be a little bit sometimes different with my kind of tastes that well because I'm always kind of similar to be aware of different topics. That when I say yes, then I say yes. But if I say no, it means a no. So again, that's all I'm gonna say. Even though I still don't like playing Among Us, which even though I only attend playing it for myself, just to do it alone, I guess. So this says next is called Getting Started. Kick off the first round with a lively opening emphasizing the randomness of crewmate slash imposter roles. Encourage viewers in guessing who the imposters might be. Highlight a few early clues or suspicious settings the stage for the game's drama. Yep, not gonna ask. And then unraveling the mystery, the showcase by key moments of gameplay, showcasing Devin-Foxy's interests and reactions. Focus on moments of teamwork, strategy, discussions, and playful allegations. Highly any particularly hilarious and mobile plays. Next one is called Reaching the Verdict. Build up to the final moments of the round. Highlight the tension and excitement of the vote. Improvise the players' reactions and the unexpected twists and turns of the game. Encourage viewers by asking their precisions of who the imposter is. Man, I just have to say again, I'm not going to ask. Ending on a high note. Summarize the game's outcome and celebrate the winning team or console the losers. Thank viewers for joining the fun and encourage them to subscribe and leave comments. Taste tease a future Among Us gameplay season with Devin-Foxy and viewers. Well, as I said again, guys, I'm gonna just say is one. Again, I'm not gonna play the Among Us because that's just not what I'm gonna do. Because the reason why I'm not gonna do it is even though that I'm gonna say that there are gonna be a few thumbs up or a few thumbs down, I might have to be agreeing to disagree or disagree to agree. So again, what I'm saying is that there's not gonna be me playing it Among Us because I would not do it. I'm only going to be doing watching, not playing. That's it. So again, I've already gave this as a thumb down. I didn't say it was helpful. I only said something was wrong because that's just incorrect. So the next one I'm going to probably be reading is let's just say that I'm going to pick something random because just for the sake of random. So here's the next part of random that we're going to look on the second one. Let's just take a look. Cooking challenge with unexpected ingredients. I'm probably am not going to be the only one asking this, but I'm going to probably just read it anyway. So, it was introducing the challenge, briefly introduced the concept of the cooking challenge, improvised the unexpected ingredients, a plus whatever, introduce the contestants and their culinary backgrounds, highlight the unique and challenging nature of the ingredients, unraveling the unexpected, shows the ingredients one by one, emphasizing their surprising nature and potential culinary challenges. Share interesting facts or whatever about each ingredient. create auspicious and excitement about the upcoming cooking progress. The cooking showdown. Follow the contestants as they work their magic, highlight their creative approaches, show close-up shots of their cooking techniques, emphasizing the unexpected ingredients, transformation, capture their reactions and emotions as they face the challenge and create their dishes. The final reveal. Showcase the finished dishes, emphasize their virtual appeal and intense flavors. Have the contestants present their dishes and explain their creative progress. Feature a taste test, highlighting the unexpected ingredients' impact on the overall flavor profile. So whatever. The verdict. Reveal the judges' decisions of blah, 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 activity and ingredients and display the contents and transfer ingredients. Encourage viewers to blah 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 unexpected ingredients into their own cooking adventures. Yep, that's probably the next one, since I'm gonna probably consider doing even something random. So let's see what the next one is. The next one's gonna be is we've already did that, which I already did, was gonna give it a thumb down. Okay, so let's go on ahead and take a look. The next one is number 3. That's going to probably be his top 5 most useless Gmod creations. Alright, let's take a look at this, since I'm going to be the only one actually taking a look on this feature that I'm looking on, the studio I'm looking at. So, this one says right here, it says introducing the Gmod universe. Start with a quick introduction to Gmod for those unfamiliar with it. Highlight the game's sandbox nature and its potential for unlimited creation. Set the stage for the video's focus on the ridiculous side of Gmod creations. Wow, could have really expected that. Next one is top 5 useless creations. Okay, so it said was present the whatever for the ranking of these creations as useless. Start with the first creation, giving a detailed description of its absurdity. Show a hilarious clip of this creation in action, laughing at the genius. Highlight the steer at creativity and eternity, or whatever, behind these useless creations. And blah 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 blah. And comedy and amusement and their absurdity. Encourage the audience by asking them if they're ever made anything familiarly useless in Gmod. Wow, that's a very kind of interesting question. Next it goes on to says the dark side of Gmod. Dive into more cursed and questionable creations within Gmod. Showcase one particularly bizarre creation with a dramatic reveal. End this session with a call to action for the audience to share their own weird Gmod creations. Huh. Final thoughts. Recap the main takeaways of the video. The endless creativity and absurdity of Gmod. Express the appreciation for the creators of these useless creations for their whatever brilliant. End with a humorous outro and call to subscribe and stay tuned for more content. Man, like I said, I'm just really picking things from random, literally to random and random. So let's see if there's gonna be a fourth. because at this point I might have to take a look. Oh wait, there isn't a fourth. Especially there isn't a fourth. Alright, well, I think that's probably it. So, if you guys do know what I'm talking about, then yes, that's the new feature I'm just seeing on YouTube, which, it's going to be a little bit random, just to give you guys a bit of a follow-up. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to give this one a like and comment and subscribe to the bell to be notified, even though I had to kind of like fund down the 3 ideas that kind of didn't make sense a little bit, but I did look at a few that did made a bit of sense, that actually will kind of give some of those helpful thoughts. But the 3 other ideas were kind of incorrected. First off, I don't do Among Us. Even if I did, that's exactly what I probably would have think about, which again, I have not. So the answer is I don't have the game. Even if I did have the game, that considers asking the same question. So sorry to kind of burst the bubble, but the answer remains a fat thumb down. So the second part about the cooking, well, about the cooking is kind of a little alright and a little interesting, but it still kind of was a little bit half in the middle for that answer. So I don't kind of do cooking, which that would have been necessary, but I just don't consider doing cooking whatever thing. And then here's the third one, is about talking about Gmod. So again, Gmod. That's a very good, wonderful question to bring up for by now, is asking about saying is like, oh, when are you going to do Gmod? When are you going to do like a rematch again with Red and Blue again? Well, the exact answer is the exact answer, so I don't know where to tell it, or to tell the story to. And even if I did, I could have considered having that as a rematch. Just only one rematch with Red and Blue, just in Gmod. That's just it. And then I did decide to think about having green and yellow to fight on Gmod for once. It's gonna just like be kind of like 3 rounds by seeing who wins better, by having a little bit of friendly versus hostile. Which I know friendlies can still keep following the exact same person, whoever just like spawns them into the map, which I know it's kind of useless at sometimes, but hey, it's just what it is, I guess. But I probably won't have to go on and blame. So if you guys do consider the fact now, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Then like as always, is like and comment and subscribe to the bell to be notified. And speaking of that, if you guys were really excited for me to explain about what the new feature is on YouTube, then it's exactly what I was going to be talking about. Like I had to pretty much split this almost to be in part 4 of this in part 4, but put this into the end. Even though I probably didn't put screenshots, which I know it was going to be a little too obvious for me to put screenshots up there, so yeah, it's just kind of going to be a little obvious in some parts of the time. So, if you guys are excited to see what's going to be in store for part 5, then I hope that you guys are ready for nearly coming to the end of getting to Shinnok by finally getting that amulet back. And afterwards, I probably will have to say that I might switch up a little bit again back to being Scorpion, which again, I've always stayed to my first favorite of all time, which is Hanzo Asashi, which that's what I've always am going to be doing. So, that goes to the exact same question. So, if you guys enjoy the video, then keep on enjoying. Once again, for the next Mortal Kombat of Part 5. And, for example, is if you guys excited to see me play Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator Revisited, well, let me tell you that, my friends. That's going to be in Part 1. Whenever I start to be announcing in Part 1 to begin with, like, I don't know, going back to the 6th location again and just give it a round 2 and just see where that goes. Even though it's the same thing, well, it pretty much has to get like saying it's like, oh, you need to give money. Like, pretending to be like a business. Like, that's exactly what I'm going to deal with the second time. Which, even though it was the first one, but hey, at least I could be up for a round 2 at any time for that anyways. Just for a rematch of going on to like number 6. But anyway, I just want to kind of give my thoughts for everybody about the new feature. If you guys do have the feature in your studios or pretty much your own YouTube studios, then I recommend you guys go ahead and check out your YouTube studios and just take a look at the new feature that I just didn't even notice, which I did look a little bit while looking a few other nights ago by looking at it. But I mean, again, I may say what I was saying to be correct. But if it's correct, I'm giving it a thumbs up. But if it isn't correct, that isn't a little near it, that's why I'm just going to have to put with the thumb or thumb up or down. Which, yeah. So, with that being said, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next time. In part 5 with Bihan and then Hanzo, which is pretty much technically the names. So, thank you everybody. Have a good day. We'll see you guys again next time. And I do hope to say that he could finally get the amulet, which we could all praise and finally defeat Quan Chi and Shinnok for like their horrible stupidities of pretty much just like using the amulet to rule the universe, while pretty much Shao Kahn should have been the only one notifying that about Shinnok, which again, I don't think probably that would have been close, since Shao Kahn or Shinnok are not close to being related. They pretty much are from separate worlds. Like Shao Kahn, for example, is from Outworld, which I already knew he was from Outworld, and as in for Shinnok, he pretty much was an elder god to be sent to the Nether Realm, and pretty much had considerable amount of powers. So, without that being said again, everybody, I'll see you in the next time in part 5. So, peace out, everybody. Have a good day. And as in for like whatever, then I hope that you guys do consider enjoying this. And with that being said, I am Devin-Foxy Remastered, and I'll catch you guys again next time. And also, I've actually been thinking that the name I'm going to be announcing to change is going to pretty much be a little bit of my decision. So once the name's changed, then it's changed. So, again, I've not decided very fully on that yet, but I might try to, as long as it's going to be another reaction video after this game is done. That's when I'll decide that. So, anyways, thank you, have a good day, and I'll see you in the next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Devin-Foxy Remastered. We'll see you guys in the next video. Sayonara, and bye-bye. Or should I say, you're welcome. Sorry, I just couldn't get along with the old way how pretty much The Rock Johnson pretty much voices the guy from Milana exactly in the first one, but I mean, I kind of remember that vibe anyways from before, but I mean, if you guys are watching the exact sequel that's number 2 that is different, then go ahead, watch the second film, because the second film is another sequel. So go ahead and watch it if anybody hasn't particularly seen it yet. So anyway, thank you, and goodbye. Later, everyone.